What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So in this video, I'm going to go over how you can become a multi-millionaire by the time you're 30. Before I start, hit the like button. Also, hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. And remember that I'm doing a giveaway, which I'll get into all of the details at the end of the video, so stick around till the end. So becoming a millionaire is kind of like blown out of proportion. A lot of people think that millionaires are rich. If you have $1 million, you're rich. That's not necessarily the case. When it comes to $1 million, it's a lot of money right now up front, right? But if you were talking about not working anymore and then living for the next 10, 20 years, if not more than that, that's not really a lot of money if you think about it. So $1 million will not cut it. So what this video is all about is how to become a multi-millionaire, how to actually understand what you need after retirement, and then also become a multi-millionaire, I guess, when you're about 30. So before you even think about retirement, where your investment should be more aggressive, this is where you're going to try and become that multi-millionaire, work as hard as you can to become a millionaire multiple times. So I decided to make this video, do a little bit of research, because I love looking up different ways to become a multi-millionaire, to become, very, very wealthy. And since I'm always looking to find other sources of income and other ways to make more money and save more money, I just decided to put this out there. So hopefully this is well received. So I am going to go through the tips on how to become a multi-millionaire. And this list comes from Forbes. So it's pretty reliable, but I'm able to put myself into this list as well. I'm just trying to find different ways that their list actually ties into the things that I'm doing right now. So let's jump right into it. The first thing that you could do to become a multi-millionaire is to build something. Build something from the ground up. If you're a person that is a self-starter and you have always been that type of way, you wanted to create a business, you wanted to move into entrepreneurship, you want to be an entrepreneur, then go ahead and do it, because that's the easiest way to being a multi-millionaire. And I'll tell you the reason why. Most people, when they're on their journey to becoming a millionaire, they have to do it by themselves, and they have to find a way to make money by themselves. But when you're a business owner, you can potentially hire people to get you to that spot faster. And as long as you're hiring effectively, as long as you're hiring the right minds around you, you can find a way to get to a spot that you wouldn't have thought in your wildest dreams that you would be able to get to, because you have so many creative minds around you. These big companies, like Apple, like an Amazon, like all of these other huge companies, they have creative minds around them. And it's not just the people who started it, it's also the people who are pitching them ideas and saying, hey, this will work, this will work. And to be able to have those creative minds around you doing the work for you, limiting the amount of time that you're working on your business, you're able to get there faster as long as they're the right people. And this is where a lot of people make mistakes. They hire people based on, where they came from and not who they are and what they can bring to the business. It's kind of sad when you think of it that way, but this is a really easy way to get to a multi-million-dollar company. But the problem is that you have to start. And a lot of people struggle to start because in order to focus on a business, you have to give up on your day job. You're probably making less than minimum wage at first because you're really just trying to survive. And a lot of people don't know that feeling and they don't want to get to that feeling. But if you wanted to start a business, you'd be able to become a multi-millionaire quick. So the second thing that you can do on this list is you can master your craft. And what do I mean by that? Basically, if you're a person who is fluent in accounting, is like the best financial analyst in the world, me. If you're an amazing person, if you're good at healthcare, if you're great in your field, then you'll be able to be a master at your craft, become a CEO, become a CFO, become a CMO, become a CEO. Oh, I probably said that already, but you get to become one of those executives that make so much money. And if you look at the largest companies in the world, they're making on average $15.6 million per year. And that's on average. And that's crazy to think of it. You can become a millionaire by working for someone else. That's so tough to realize that if you still work for somebody else, you can still become a millionaire without having to worry about losing your business, without having to worry about, driving sales, driving revenue, even though that should be on your mind when you're an executive in a company. But you don't really have to worry about it. If you can be a master of your craft and be the best person that you can be the best person for that job, then you're going to be hired in these top CEO level positions and get paid a ton of money and be able to save a ton of money and put money away, do all your different investing, but you'll be able to make a lot of money. And, you have all of these different people in different age brackets that are making, $20,000 a year, $45,000 a year, $50,000 a year, but you'll be making 200, $500,000, $1 million a year in these CEO positions. So this is one big way in order to become a multimillionaire, because if you make $500,000 a year, and I'm not including any taxes, if you bring home $500,000 a year and you can save 100% of your income because you find a way to invest money and use that income to pay off all your bills, then you can become a multimillionaire in just 4 years, just by saving that income. So, that's as simple as that, and it's a simple way to become a multimillionaire. So if you want to be a millionaire multiple times, be a master of your craft, go to school, get your master's degree, get a doctorate, do whatever you have to do in order to become the best person that you could be in that position. So the third thing that you can do is you can invest. And this is something that a lot of people aren't comfortable with because it involves a lot of risk. And the reason why it involves a lot of risk, depending on what you invest in and how the market's moving, you don't know where the market's going to go. And a lot of people think that it's 100% predictable. It's not. It's very, very volatile. And I've seen this firsthand, investing in things like Facebook, investing in things like Amazon. When you see certain patterns, you think that the stock is going to go up or down or move in your favor. But it doesn't always happen that way. It's not as predictable as one might think. So what you can invest in is something safer, like index funds, mutual funds. I would say put your money into a safe money market or put your money into a high interest savings account, different areas to where you gain safe interest, but you always do want to have some risky investments in order to gain more return. So there are methods, there are strategies to invest, and I love to talk about different investment strategies. My investment strategy is mainly short term, but I do save for the long term. So it's give or take, but this is a way that you can make millions of dollars, that you can become a multi-millionaire, have millions of dollars in assets. The last thing that I have on this list, which is kind of unlikely, it's probably not going to happen, is you can inherit money. And if your family has a ton of money, then you can inherit the wealth, which doesn't really happen often, because 16% of high net worth individuals actually inherit their money. So it's not a large portion of people that have money that inherit their money, if that makes sense. So if this is not for you, then obviously you can just skip to the end of the video or just keep watching. It'll be like a couple more seconds. The thing you do want to look at is if you do end up making a lot of money, becoming a multi-millionaire, is that 70% of wealthy families lose all of their wealth by the second generation. And then you have 90% that lose all of their wealth by the third generation. So you want to make sure you have an eye on your wealth and make sure that your first child, or make sure the child that you're going to give money to, or make sure that all of your children know about money management. And this is the reason why they unexpectedly get this money and they don't know what to do with it. And they end up spending it on stupid things, and they don't end up putting it away like a normal person would. So make sure you educate your children, educate your family, educate everybody that you feel is going to get money when you die, because you can be as wealthy as possible, but you can't take it with you in the grave. It's going to somebody else, and you want to make sure that your family is better off, or not better off, I guess. And you want to make sure that your family actually has money left and that they know what to do with it in order to give money to their kids and their kids. And their kids. These are my ways to become a multimillionaire by the age of 30, because you can see a lot of people that become, a master of their craft. And you don't necessarily have to work for a Fortune 500 company. You don't necessarily have to work for the largest company in the world. You don't have to make or create the biggest company, out there. You don't have to create an Amazon. You can actually start up a company that's wildly successful and making millions of dollars. So hopefully you like this video. If you do, hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. And remember that I'm doing a giveaway, which is 2 Amazon gift cards every 1,000 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button to be entered in the giveaway. But I have to get out of here. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.